What's going on, guys? This is Ryan with the RK Outpost, and Dave Chappelle's latest Netflix special, The Closer, has pissed a lot of activists off. It's pissed off the woke Twitter mob that wants him canceled. It's pissed off the mainstream media who thinks that what he said is just so bigoted, he's not allowed to get away with that. And it's also pissed off people that work at Netflix, or should I say maybe worked at Netflix, because this person right here, Dear White People co-showrunner Jacqueline Moore, on why she's boycotting Netflix over transphobic Dave Chappelle's special, right? This person is coming out and doing an interview with anyone who will listen to her for attention and trying to say that Dave Chappelle is a bigot, that Dave Chappelle needs to be canceled, and that until Netflix pulls this special from the air, she doesn't feel safe. These people are literally lunatics. And what is Dave Chappelle doing about all of this? Do you think Dave Chappelle's gonna get on a knee and bend over and apologize to these people? Do you think that's gonna happen? Well, no, that's not the case. Dave Chappelle reportedly doubles down after backlash to trans comments, and I absolutely love this because he knows that he should not bend the knee, that he should not apologize to this tiny, microscopic group of people, one, who actually take offense to what he said, and two, that want him canceled, that want him to apologize over something, they want Netflix to pull it down. And he has a perfect fucking response. Let me read you this. Now, these are, of course, I did a video about some of the things that people are pissed off about when he talked about the trans community and going after J.K. Rowling and how they bully people, how they make up words, things like this. There's a lot of backlash to it, including that Netflix executive producer or Netflix showrunner. His comments were widely condemned on social media. No, they weren't. His comments were celebrated by a lot of people. We're going to take a look. The vast majority of people think that Dave Chappelle was spot on and think his special was hilarious. We're going to take a look at the numbers in a second. During a live performance and screening of his documentary on Tuesday, he addressed the backlash before appearing to double down on his comments. At the Hollywood Bowl, Chappelle reportedly said, "If this is what being canceled is like, I love it." He added, "Fuck Twitter, fuck NBC News, ABC News, all these stupid-ass networks. I'm not talking to them. I'm talking to you. This is real life." Hell fucking yeah. That is exactly the response you should have, because the mainstream media does not represent the public. They are the enemy of the people, in fact, as we've found out in many ways. This woke Twitter mob does not represent reality. We have found that out over and over and over again. And look at these numbers from Netflix. We don't have enough critic scores to really show you, but we'll compare it. We'll compare what the critics are saying, at least so far, to what the audience is saying. Look at that audience score, 96%. The vast majority of people are loving this Netflix special. And when you look at the response on social media, that's pretty obvious to see that a lot of people are applauding Dave Chappelle for having the balls to actually do something humorous, to do something comedic, instead of virtue signaling, instead of being afraid to call out these groups when they should be made fun of. That's the thing. Comedy is equal opportunity. It doesn't matter what your race, what your gender, what your religion. Everybody gets called out, whether it's individuals, whether it's groups of people. That's part of comedy, and that has been so lost on so many people. And look at what the critics are saying, of course. Chappelle's most incendiary, troubling, and unapologetic one yet, rotten. The comedian's new Netflix special, The Closer, is a panicked defense of controversial past jokes. The humor doesn't land, neither does the justification, from the Daily Beast. Why are two people from the Daily Beast reviewing this? That's weird. Chappelle's rampant transphobia doesn't need to be a problem as long as the jokes land, but his obsession with grievances supersedes any pretense of crafting actual humor. And Tim Dillon said something that I thought was very interesting. Well, he put out this screenshot of Andrew Sullivan's article, and it was interesting enough for me to actually go and seek it out. And I think that this is spot on. I want to read you these two paragraphs. Now, the first little bit is dealing with the way the mainstream media is handling this, because the media is attacking Dave Chappelle. They're calling him a bigot. They're calling him a transphobe. They're calling him every name in the book in the hopes that he will get canceled. Both the stubbornness and the, quote, bigot theme are reiterated in Venture. Chappelle is full of outdated excuses, masking a refusal to update a worldview. His head is up his ass. He needs new ideas. And with respect to the marginalized, quote, He's just asking for you to take up less space, to usher in progress by giving other people time to come around to you. And guess what? This is Andrew Sullivan now. They're all wrong. He says the media is all wrong. Chappelle's final Netflix special, The Closer, is a classic. Far from being outdated, it's slightly ahead of its time. This is a fact. There's a reason that Dave Chappelle, burst onto the scenes 20 years ago, whatever that was. It was because he was ahead of the curve, right? He was at the forefront of pushing this. And people loved him then, but now these same people that loved him are trying to turn against him once they come after something that they consider sacred. Far from being outdated, it's slightly ahead of its time as the pushback against wokeness gains traction. And that is really the core of the issue for a lot of these people. They hate the fact that more people are coming around to bashing woke nonsense, whether that's in entertainment, whether that's in sports, whatever it is. That movement is gaining traction. The woke movement is losing traction. They're desperately trying to hang on to it. So that is why they have a problem. That is why they're not okay with this. And that is why what Dave Chappelle is saying is so funny and rings so true for so many people, because that is on the rise. It is ahead of its time. As this is growing in popularity, Dave Chappelle is just putting them on blast as more people are starting to wake up to it. It's extremely funny, a bit meta, monumentally mischievous, and I sat with another homo through the whole thing, so I think Andrew Sullivan's gay. Stoned, laughing our asses off, especially when he made fun of us. The way the elite media portrays us, you'd think every member of the BLT community is so fragile we cannot laugh at ourselves. It doesn't occur to them, for many of us, Chappelle is a breath of honest air, doing what every comic should do. Take aim at every suffocating piety of the powers that be, including the increasingly weird 2SLGBTQOQIA plus mafia, and detonating them all. Well said from Andrew Sullivan. Absolutely spot on. And again, Tim Dillon tweeted that out. Andrew Sullivan's article. Go check it out. I highly recommend, because he breaks it down. He breaks down the way the media is reacting to this. We know that people like this are just attention seekers. Literally, that's been part of this person's life, just seeking attention. They are doing it again, trying to play the victim and saying that they feel in trouble now. They feel like someone could be violent against them based on what Dave Chappelle said. These people are out of their minds. These people are lunatics who want Dave Chappelle canceled. He's not going to go away quietly. He's not going to be canceled. He's not going to be canceled, because in order to be canceled, you have to care. Dave Chappelle, with these comments, has showed that he doesn't care, right? He does not care. Fuck Twitter, fuck NBC News, fuck ABC News, all these stupid-ass networks. Hail Dave Chappelle and The Closer. Let me know what you think about all this in the comments below. Smash the like button, subscribe to the channel, ring the bell for notifications, share this video out there, and I'll talk to you later. Thanks for watching, everyone, and a huge shout out to my patrons. I appreciate you guys so much. Want to follow me on Twitter or Instagram? Check out the description below. You'll find links to my P.O. box and my Patreon as well. And I'll talk to you guys later.